La da da di da da. Is it working now? Good morning, party people. My stuff is all weird. Let me get myself straightened out here. Camera's not working. Your device is offline. Well, Carol. I don't think that's true. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's working. Hi, you can hear me? This is weird. Let's make this like not weird like that. Can we do that? Huh? It's better. It's better. Good morning, everybody. Getting my life together. It's Monday. And let's see. Just got to make sure this is working. I moved the setup to the upstairs when we were doing the baby shower this weekend, and then I had to move it back downstairs, so here we are. Make sure everything's still working right. Gonna do a like. Okay, looks like we are good to go. Smash it. All right. We are with it. Good morning, everybody. Who's all on here? Good morning, Anita. Oh, it's afternoon for you. It's also afternoon for Helen. Good afternoon, everybody. Hi, Rosanna. Hi, Kimberly. Hello, Dawn. Hello. Hello, Kimmy. This is going to be fun. Yeah, so today we're going to unbox my Impress Art kit that came in the mail. Hi. Let's see if I missed anybody. Good morning, PK. Good morning. Leah, good morning. And Deb. And Donna. And everyone. If I missed you, sorry. Good morning, everybody. We've made it to Monday. There's no bead drop today. Good morning, Martha. There's no bead drop today because I'm tired. I didn't get it done. I was working on it all last week, and I got some done. But as you know, we had the apartment thing going and cleaning that, and we had the van situation, and there was, I don't even know what else was going on, but there was too much stuff going on, and so I just did not get it all completed. But now I just am going to call this a head start on next week, and plus, I think some of the people are coming back from Tucson, or at the very least, they're selling live from Tucson, so maybe a little saver for the pocketbook. Hi, Terry. No, I am live today. My sister was in town. If you guys were here for the baby shower, right after we got done, she did make it here, my sister, and we did some stuff. Look at that. I don't know if you can see very good, but I've got this desk. We replaced this desk with two smaller tables. So this is the shipping desk. We've got that going. Next to it is basically like a catch-all table. It's just empty. It has some stuff on it that I'm working on right now. So that's supposed to be kind of like, you know, where I pack and ship the orders kind of deal. And then if I need an empty table, I have one. So I got that going on. You inspired me to buy one. Oh, yeah. I'm excited about it. I love stamping. I just get angry when it doesn't go the way I want. What else did we do? We got this all cleaned out. The Sizzix now has a place over there. You can't really see it, but it's in the corner next to that little table. And I got all my patina paints and baskets and things over there. So that's living there. We've got inventory. We've got the file cabinet finally set up. These two carts over here. Oh, you can't see them. Oh, it's backwards. Sorry, it's backwards. I can't tell. I couldn't tell it was backwards. On this other side, that side, I just moved those carts over there for the time being, but for the most part I got to organize that, but that's looking pretty good. So we're doing it. We're doing it. I'm sorry I missed the baby shower. I was shopping. Date with my husband. Oh, no worries. You can rewatch the baby shower if you want to. It looks like a lot of people did. I think it's got like 300 something views on it. So if you want to, you can. It's up there. So yeah, we worked on down here, and we got a few totes unpacked. And so we had quite the endeavor. So I did that instead of working on the SKU list. Oh, and then I had to go to Walmart. On Sunday, I was like, okay, Katie, since you're here, I'm going to have you help me take this TV back to Walmart. Y'all remember my mom bought us this giant 65-inch TV. We got it home, we tried to set it up, and it was broken. It looked like somebody hit it with a baseball in the front end of this, whatever, on the screen. So I said, well, we only have so many days to take it back, so we gotta take it back. So anyway, long story short, it did not go accordingly at the Walmart. But we did get a situation worked out. So I went there, and basically we got it all in there, whatever. We returned it. They returned it, no problem. Let me say that about it. No issue. We went back to get a new one. There was nobody to help us. Nobody wanted to find the right cart. They dropped it on the floor, then tried to sell us the same one. I was like, this is how it happens. No. We finally get the one. Me and my sister had to take care of all of that ourselves. We get it up to the counter. The kid who's checking us out does not offer the little plan, the protection plan. I said, I need the protection plan. And he said, this TV does not offer a protection plan. And I was like, sir, this is a 65-inch electronic television, smart TV. I was like, I know for a fact that it does, because I just bought one 2 weeks ago, and I have one for that. So I'm going to need you to figure that out. So he just starts throwing a fit. He calls the manager, the same manager we were working with on the way in. He says, oh yeah, come over here. We'll fix it up for you. We get over there. He says, okay, well, I just have to return it, because it looks like, yes, we're going to get to the fishing. We're going to get to the fishing. Yes. So it looks like, yes, that there was a plan for it. I said, I know there's a plan for it. We just had one on the last one. You just returned the plan to me. And he's like, yeah. So we'll just return the TV. I'll ring it up. We'll sell it to you, and that'll be great. And I said, okay, good. And then he said, so he starts the thing, and then he says, oh, I can't return this TV because our system doesn't allow us to do that for 24 hours. It doesn't recognize that it's been sold for 24 hours. So I was like, well, Carol, good morning. I said, well, okay. I said, so let me get this straight. I bought a TV from you 2 weeks ago. I took it home. It was broken. I brought it back. You returned it. I went to go get another TV. Your kid rung it up wrong. Didn't give me the thing. And then was trying to argue with me and cause a big scene in the line saying that it wasn't available, when in fact it was. And now you're telling me we're going to return it, but you can't return it because your system doesn't allow you to return it for 24 hours. And so I was just like, okay. I was like, here's the thing. I was like, I am very clearly pregnant. My sister's here. She's come 4 hours to help me with this TV set situation. We just moved here. I have help today to move the TV. So I'm not leaving here until you figure out how to sell me the TV that I want. And that's it. And there is no more. I don't know what you suggest we do. Sounds like a you problem. So he said, take the TV home. We'll take a picture of the box. On Tuesday when I'm working, you come back, ask for Fred. Me and Fred are doing shady things at the Walmart. Come back, ask for Fred. I'll return the TV. and then I'll sell it to you again. And then you can give me the $40 because at the end of this, I have to give him $40. No, they couldn't void it because it wasn't in the system. And I'm like, yes, I would like to just... and then I said, you know, this lady that I bought it from last time, she had a little trapper keeper. She had a little trapper keeper, and that's where they kept all the plans. And you just scanned it. She was in aisle 10. Can you go ask her for a trapper keeper and see if maybe you could just add it on? And Fred said, that's not a thing. I said, I know for a fact it's a thing. Because that's where they sent me last time. So he went over there, got the trapper keeper. Tried to add it. Couldn't add it on. So anyway, now I got to go back to the Walmart on Tuesday with the photo. And then I was sitting here last night and I was like, fine, if that's the solution and this is what you want to do, I'm taking my TV today. I'm going to come back with my photos. You can return it, sell it back to me. I'll give you the $40. Apparently we'll be good. Fine. He says, okay, great. Let me help you to your car. Wonderful. On the way home, I was like, if it doesn't go into the system for 24 hours, when I go on Tuesday to return said TV, does that mean that it's not going to register right away? Or can he sell it back to me right away? But I don't think he's going to be able to do that. I don't think Fred has thought this through. So, I think I'm going to have to go there Tuesday, return it, and then probably go back on Wednesday to buy it again and then get the thing on it. Anyway, when we brought it home, I made Jeff set it up right away. I was like, set this up. I want to see if it works. I was mad. So this was Sunday. Well, this is why I don't go to Walmart. Did Fred sell this to you from the back of a pickup truck? I don't know. So this was on Sunday. Now on Sunday, Jeff and Griffin were going to go fishing, right? And we had the baby shower, and the baby shower took, I think it was like 2 hours. It was pretty long, which I knew, and I had told Jeff. But anyways, he's like, okay, we're done with the baby shower. We're gonna go. That was Saturday. They went, and about 10 o'clock at night, I called, and I was like, hey, let's just make sure you're all right. And he's like, yeah, we didn't catch any fish, no fish. He said we had a couple of bites, but we didn't catch any fish. And I said, oh, okay, well, that's too bad. Because he was really looking forward to the fishing. And I said, well, okay. And he said, well, we're on our way home. We're trying to get off the ice. And I said, Jefferson Ham, I told you not to drive my van, our only working vehicle, on the ice. And he said, oh, I've been driving all over this lake. We drove all the way across it. We drove over here to the point. We drove. And I was like, there's not that much ice. They sank 3 vehicles in Tobacco Gardens like last weekend. And he's like, oh, really? He's like, well, it is cracking. I was like, Jeff. And I don't know if I'm just freaking out because, like, you know, this is the only father I have for my baby. And I'm like, what are we doing? You're in my only father I have for my baby. You're in my only vehicle that we own. I told you not to be dumb. What is happening? But I said, okay, great. Glad you guys are on your way home. Sunday, after the whole fiasco at the Walmart, my sister left. She's like, sorry, man, I gotta go. I was like, no worries. And then Jeff was like, it's okay. Just watch your shows. Cause I haven't watched any shows in 2 months or whatever. He's like, you just watch your shows. I'm going to order you some food. You need to just calm down, not be stressed out. And I'm going to go fishing over at the little place over here where he didn't say where he was going. He's like, but I'm going to go fishing a little bit by myself. And I was like, okay. So everybody left, and I was like, oh, this is going to be lovely. And then, about an hour and a half later, I got a little text message from Jefferson. It was a photo of him stuck in the middle of a field in the van by himself in a snowbank. And then he said, the fishing is not going well. And I said, so he called, and I said, what are you doing in a field? And he was like, you told me not to drive on the ice. I said, that's true. I did say that. I did. But why are you in a field by yourself on a road you don't know when it's just snowed? I was like, did you call AAA? Because what am I going to do? I can't do anything. I am not moving. I was like, I am pregnant. I'm not going. And he's like, no, I already called AAA. They're going to come get me. I said, okay, great. So I just continued on watching Law and Order. And then about 2 hours went by. And I called. And I said, did AAA come get you? And he said, no. And I said, okay. And then another hour went by. And I said, did they come get you? And he said, no. I don't think they can find me. And I said, okay. And then pretty soon I called again. And I said, did AAA come get you? And he said, no. But a nice farmer and his son named Luke saw my lights out in the middle of the field. And they came and pulled me out. And I said, oh, good. And he said, I'm on my way back to town. I said, good. So then I was just like, this is not, why are we doing this? What are we doing? And then this morning, I was like, okay, great. Everybody made it home. Let's go to bed. I woke up I woke up in the middle of the night and I was up for like 2.5 hours just having anxiety about birth. And then I finally woke up this morning at 7 and Jeff's like, do you know where my van keys are? Or not my van keys. Do you know where the keys are to my work truck? I said, are they in the key bowl? Are they on the key thing? And he goes, no. And it's like, if you've been around any amount of time, you know. Jefferson never knows where his keys are, the wallet, or his belt. He can never find that. And I'm like, well, you were dressed up like a clown yesterday. You had on silky basketball shorts and knee-high snow boots. Maybe they're in there. I don't know. It's like, I cannot with this. So he's like freaking out. You know how they get when they freak out and they lose everything. And so I was just like, and it was early, so I didn't really say too much, but I just was like, well, I will help you. So I was walking around, looking around. Couldn't find anything, and then he only looked for about 3 minutes, and he said, I'm just gonna have to take your van to work because I have to go. I have to be there. And I was like, okay. So he took the van. Now he's called and said he was gonna come home at some point and switch out because he has extra keys at the shop. So he's got his extra keys. It's like, we're gonna need to get it together here, people. We're losing the plot. We have to do something. Oh my gosh. Everybody's just like, why? Why are we doing this? I know, right? So that's kind of how, good morning. That's kind of how it went. It's kind of comical. I am proud of me because in the past, I might have been freaking out. I don't have time to freak out anymore. I was just like, well, I guess you'll figure it out. But I'm just like, I was under the impression we've already learned these lessons. now I feel like we're digressing. We're going backward. And I'm like, we need to stop doing that. And by we, I mean him. I don't know what that's about. Oh. So anyway, and then I didn't have myself ready for the bead drop. So we're just going to look at some cool tools. He's gonna lose the baby. I hope not. Hope he'll remember where he puts the baby. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, why? What are you doing? Why are we in a field? What is happening? I don't know. I watched a video on Facebook the other day and a woman said, I'm going to hide my husband's stuff. And he just went through the house and just moved his things a little bit. Yeah. I don't do that. Sometimes Jeff doesn't wear his wedding ring. And sometimes I think to myself, I should just move this over here so he'll stop not wearing his wedding ring and he'll remember to put it on. But I don't, because that would be mean. But I think about that sometimes. He says he's just getting used to wearing a wedding ring and he's never worn jewelry, which is true. But sometimes he forgets. Anywhooty, that's how the weekend was. I'm hoping this week is going to be better. Starting with our little thingy-mabob over here. It's not little, actually. Let me turn you guys over. Oh. Now, what's going on with this? Get with it. We had to move all this stuff, so now I'm hoping it's going to be okay. I am going to just open this because it's got my address on there. Hi, good morning. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, we're all fine. It's fine. It's just funny. It's just like, okay. I'm curious what Fred's going to tell me on Tuesday, to be honest with you. He probably won't even be there. I don't know. Okay, so this is the box. The box is it's quite big. This is from Impress Art. I ordered this. Yeah, we can take a better look at my necklace. No problem. We're going to take a look at this business here. Oh, it looks to be... Oh yeah, I ordered a few extra things. I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, we can look at my necklace. This is the necklace that if you were on for the baby shower, this came in one of the boxes from Rebecca. It's a gift she made for me with a whale. Isn't the whale cute? And we got some bone and some turquoise, some African trade, and we've got little tiny stars. Those are for baby Seaver. And we got some African trade red glass and some opalite. And I think these are little moonstones, to be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. So that was a gift that came in one of my boxes. Yes, this weekend. Yes, very pretty. It also came with earrings, but I already had these ones on and I didn't want to have to, you know, do all the things. Good morning. I'm so excited to see this kit. You need some more art supplies? Well, if you ever needed a reason. So, the background on the kit, and maybe I told you guys, is so I have done metal stamping before. When I was very first kind of really getting into the jewelry making and all that, I had done, you know, was trying everything. I was trying everything. And I really liked it. The problem that I was having with it is that I couldn't never get my stuff straight. Like, straight is not my deal. So I was like, oh, whatever. I made some things and I kind of just moved on, you know. But it's really, I really like it because I really do like the Sizzix. And I like doing running things, the metal pieces through the Sizzix. And I like doing like the painting with the patina paint and all that. So anyway, I decided to have a resurgence with the Impress Art because they came up with this jig. And here it is right here on the top. Now, I don't know if they always had this and I just didn't know about it. But I saw it and thought that it was new. So basically, this is magnetic. And we can open it. And you put your dealy bobbers inside of there. It holds them straight. Excuse me. Holds them straight. And it magnets to your stamping block. So, in essence, I shouldn't be having this problem I was having before. You know, we'll see. I paid $55 for the kit. Oh, it doesn't tell me the prices on here. But I do know that the kit was $55. It was on sale. I had went to the Impress Art. I put it in the description. Impress Art link. And I went there, and I'm new to the site, so I signed up for the email or whatever. And when I signed up for the email, they said, oh, here's some kits if you're new, whatever, blah, 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 and they were on sale. And this one was $55. And I got the kit because this blank thing is originally $25. But it's included in the kit, and you get all this extra stuff. So I was like, I'll just get the kit. Yeah, we'll open it up, but I want to show you everything that comes in here first. So we got some Impress Art 7-inch aluminum bracelet blanks. Oh no, no self-awareness. Jeepers. I've had this before, but mine got all beat up because I like to do things with my tools that you're not supposed to do. This is a bracelet bender. I also have the other bracelet bender, the metal one. But I did have this plier at one point in time. But it's pretty beat up. I might have even thrown it away. Because I was doing stuff I wasn't supposed to do with it. See how it has, you put your bracelet in there and then you just kind of go around like this. Boop, 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 to bend it into the shape you want. And then these are silicone. Oh my goodness. No name calling. The bracelet thing looks handy. You have to share. We're looking for a new salesperson. Our former service manager, who has missed 50 days, put in an application. I'm very confused. Oh, former service manager. Yeah, no. I'm going to say no to that. The other thing is I don't have an Impress Art. And I felt like maybe this is important. It's probably not, but all my other hammers are just like regular hammers. This one is very flat, so I was like, well, maybe it's going to help. You know how you always think it's going to help. So it comes with a hammer. I don't have one of those, so I'm excited. These are letters. It also came with letters. These are called uppercase. I think that just means uppercase in Spanish. Homeroom? Maybe that's the name of them. I'm not sure. They look like this. It's nice and ergonomic. Here's the actual size of the letters. So these are cute. I do have quite a few letter sets. My first letter set I got at Target in just like a little kid one. Here's some more blanks. These look blue because they have like this little stuff that peels off over the top of them. I don't know what makes these ones different than these. Probably nothing. Well, these ones are wider. I don't know why they're wrapped differently, but okay. Any excuse to buy a new tool. And then stamping enamels. So this is the little like paint you put on over the top after you're done. Stamping to make it look black or whatever. I assume this is black. Yeah. Now, I think this, I'm not going to swear to this. It has a little paintbrush on it. I think they have like pens and different, this one is maybe a little more of like a sample-y type, because this is not a very like something I would like to use all the time, because it looks like I'm going to make a mess with it. And that is the kit. And then they've provided a free class, so I can scan that with my phone, and I can go there and probably watch a YouTube video, I would assume. Now, also, so that's the kit. I ordered a mystery design stamp bundle. I want to say the mystery design stamp bundle was $15, and that is this. So you don't get to pick what's in there. They just send you some stuff. So I got these little, oh, they're like little sparrows. Those are going to be cute. I figured I needed a little, you know, a little razzle dazzle for like one side. You know, you have your letters and you make a saying or something or a name. You need a little razzle dazzle for the after. 5 inches or small wrists, 6 inches for bigger wrists. 5 different pens of color. Oh, yeah, they have 5 different pens that they sell in colors. That makes sense. I love the star bundle. So this looks like, yeah, looks like a star bundle. I don't know if it says. It does not. I think I've had this little bottle of stuff before. That looks familiar. So these are like little textures. They say they're 6 millimeter. This says texture pack of 3, but there's 4 in there, so I don't know why it says that. Maybe that's just a typo. Texture, oh, maybe it's texture pack number 3. Okay, because it says 4 pieces. But yeah, so I think you can like, you know, you can make like little, if you stamp these close enough together, you can make like little designs and stuff. Little razzle dazzle. I do like the stars, obviously. These guys are just loosey-goosey, I guess. What do we got? This one looks like a little branch of some sort. Oh, it does show it on there. Like a little floral branch of some sorts. This one just looks like little dots. Sorry if you can't see these very good. Kind of looks like, it actually kind of looks like beads on a string, which is kind of cute. And then this one, 3 little triangles. You could do like the sun if you made a little circle. Little border, perhaps. That's kind of cute. But they're very small. You'd have to be, I'll have to try to figure that out. And then this one, what is this one? I'm trying to look with my little eyeballs here. It looks like almost like a filigree type. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that? Just like a little filigree type. On the back of a dinosaur? Yeah, that could be. Kind of looks like a, maybe like an, oh, maybe this is the top. It's like an upside down filigree. So, that's the mystery bag. That's pretty good for $15. What did I get? Stamps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stamps. It's like $1 and some change for each stamp. That's pretty good, I think. You don't get to pick, but that's kind of the deal. Why you get the cheaper price, I think. And yeah, so that is it. So let's take a look at, we got the Razzle Dazzle stamps, we got the Homeroom stamps and these are in uppercase 3 millimeter. And then I wanted to open up this jig. Uh-oh, I'm already dropping stuff. A fertile, yeah, probably. You can actually use those with textured hammers too. I wanted to open up this guy and see about the situation here. Patent pending. 1/4 and 3/8. Magnetic jig can be used with the included steel block or any other steel stamping block, 4x2 or larger. Used with Impress Art 1/4 and 3/8 bracelet blanks, as well as 3 millimeter and 6 millimeter stamps. Okay, so they want you to use 3 millimeter stamps or 6 millimeter stamps. I better keep that because I'm going to forget. Let me in here. Get out of there. Ugh. There we go. Okay, so you get the 2 sizes, which I assume are 1/4 and 3/8. right? And, oh, we got some instructions. All right. Let's get this out of there. Does this come off? No, it does not. Yes, it does. Okay. The bottom part is the top of the case. You can use to close it together. Oh! This has got oil all on it. Alright, we just gotta clean that off a little bit. There we go. Still a little bit oily. So this got little magnets on there. Alright. And then this is just a little rubber spot. Okay, I get it. So I was thinking that, I mean, I guess this could go onto my bigger block. I have a bigger block. Do I know where it is right off the top of my head? Maybe. No. I haven't got the stamping unpacked yet, but I have a bigger block that's about this big. This will fit on there, this little thing. But what they're saying is you don't need that bigger block. You could just use just this. And then you load these into here. You can take off the, some people say you can take off this little plastic before you stamp or after. You can stamp through it, I guess. I don't know. Not a professional. So my question is the ones they provided me, are these the same size? They must be. 1/4, and then these must be the larger ones. Okay, so that makes sense. I'm going to have to remember those, though, because I'm sure they come in different sizes. So anyways, I'm going to have to hang on to this. So they suggest, let's just do one, huh? Let's see if they do a suggestion. Slide bracelet into corresponding slot. Hold the stamp in the channel and space stamps using the guide marks. Oh, there's guide marks. Okay. I'm going to move this little hooba jobber off of here. And we're going to give her a whirl with our little stamps. Our homeroom stamps. Now, Dominique is telling me this is the top of this box. You gotta get it off of there. Of course. Well, we'll mess with that when we have time. Okay. So, let's start off. Dominique suggests we take the blue part off first. Okay. And we'll start with this little guy. We're going to load him in there. Alright. Goes in there. Now you can also do the middle. Is that the deal? I don't want to start in the middle. I think I want to start half seats. Oh, this is the middle. Oh, I get it. Okay, so it shows you where the middle is. This is the middle when you put it in there. All right, let's see. What are we going to put? It's so small. I swear to God, my eyes are getting worse. I do like that these already have the letter on them when you lay them out. My friend Diane told me originally when I did this, lay them out first and then make sure you can see the word. But the stamps that I had, they don't have the letter on. So you have to kind of look at the bottom. So that's kind of nice. What am I doing? What's a C? I don't want a C. That's all we can do. All right, here we go. It's gonna be loud. I also like marking with my marking the middle is before I put it in the jig. Oh, that's a good tip. Mark the middle before you put it in the middle. Before you put it in the jig. New toys. Yeah. So since we were just singing ourselves a little pink song, we're gonna do a little pink lyric. And here's my thing. Is this going to stay in there? So the reason it has the rubber on the bottom, so it has this, then it has the steel block, it has rubber on the bottom. The rubber on the bottom is to absorb when you're hitting on your desk or whatever, so hopefully that works. I have a big one. Which is also fireproof, and I just had that out here, but now I can't see it. So that's what I usually use. Hello! Okay, so now it says you're supposed to be able to mark this out. I think we're going to have to go further through the middle. I'm going to have to go like right here. So I don't really want it to be on the middle. I want it to kind of be going to one side. If that makes sense, because you know I'm a side person. Let's give her a whirl. Here we go. Now, this is the part that confuses me all the time. So, am I supposed to do this facing me? You know, letter that I can make sense of. So the letter faces me. Then it'll be backwards. The letter faces out. I think the letter faces me. Dominique, does the letter face me? Because I don't want it to be backwards. Maybe N is not a good one to try it with. Let's try T. T. Okay, if the letter faces me, it goes this way. Okay, I think the letter faces me to be the right way. We're going to give her a whirl. Here we go. Yes, the letter faces you. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing, so here we go. I am going to start not on this. I'm going to start here and line it up. Ooh, that's loud. I'm going to mute you. It's going pretty good so far. If you have ink stamps and paper, you can use a test run and use a baby wipe to clean up the stamps. You can use painter's tape to secure the blank. Yes, you can also do that. Arguably, I'm not really having that much problem with the blank, but I did think about that. They also have tape. Originally, when I got my first set, they had some, like, it was almost like electric tape, but it was white, that you would put it down with. Might cause it from slipping. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Heyo! Don't let me get me. I'm a hazard to myself. This is illegal, by the way. You can't just be going around stealing people's song lyrics. Just so you know. Yeah, I would say it's pretty dang good if you ask me. I didn't have to go as far over as I thought I was going to, but I am going to do a little design, and then I might punch a hole and put a charm on the end. You can use aluminum tape to stamp to see the direction of how your stamp looks. Well, I will say for somebody who struggles with the straight situation, because like what I used to do is I used to put it on the block, tape it down, and then I'd be like way down here, way over here. It would be not good. You could use the patina paints for pigment instead of ink that is provided. That is also true. And we can also use Sharpie, which is what I think I'm going to do. Because it's a pink lyric, so I want to make it pink. But it does come with this black, if you need that. So let's get our design on there before we just start coloring. But yeah, that went real smooth. Significantly better. Highly recommend. Highly recommend, yo. All right, let's see now. Now here's my thing. These are these little stamps they give me. They look bigger. Although it did say on the back of the package 3s and 6s. So let's just take a little look-see. I mean, obviously, I want to use these little stars, right? These ones, I think they're cute. Are they going to fit on there? I don't know. They say they're 6mm, so we shall see. Welcome to my first stamping, all over the place. Yeah. Mine was the same, but back in the day, like, I don't really mind that. Like, I kind of like it when things don't look like they're so perfect, you know? Because you guys know me, I'm very far from perfect. So I kind of, like that in my stuff. But also, you don't want to look like a hot-ass mess, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of want to look like you know what you're doing. Does it fit? You guys, I don't know if it's going to fit. I don't think these fit. Oh, maybe that's what this is for. Okay. All right, Carol. Look at that. Would you look at that? They thought of everything. You got to do it in this little circle. All right, well, I'm going to get this closer because I want it to be closer. And does this way matter? I don't think it does. Can put on there. Get it kind closer. Here we go. Oh, I better mute you. Okay, so I know we don't have time for this, but I was just thinking as I pulled that out of there, it looks really cute. The little stars. If I flip this over on the inside, so this would be the outside. If I flip this over, I wonder if it would show through in the front. It might. And that might not be good because look, you can still kind of see it in the back. But I wanted to put, I'm a hazard to myself. But I don't think I better do that. But it would be cute. Okay, so we'll save that for another day. Let me get my hole punch and my pink marker and get myself a little charm. And we're going to finish this up. Wow, that really put a lot of thought into this template. I know, right? Like, that's pretty cool. I was like, oh shit, it don't fit. But it does. It does. Pink Sharpie. Oh, I just had a box of Sharpies over here. Here they are. Ooh. You can get thicker blanks. Oh, you can. I will say these ones are, I feel like I should color on top of something because I'm a problem. These ones are aluminum. And I feel like back in the day, we were working with maybe a different metal material. These were really like easier to stamp. Like back in the day, I feel like maybe I had some different kind of metal that was harder to stamp. If that makes sense, because it's like you had to hit it a lot. These did not feel like that at all. Which is good. Get in there. Trying to get it in the groove. It's the only way the Sharpie works is if you get it in the groove. Don't let me get me. Should give this to Jefferson. He's letting himself get himself is what he's doing. Maybe this is for Jeff. Oh, sorry. I'm not even in the dang screen. Jeepers scrapers. You can hide naughty words on the inside. I know. Well, I wanted to put the other part of the lyric on the inside, which is, I'm a hazard to myself. But I feel like if I do that with this, it's going to show up on the outside. Not like a lot, but you can kind of see, like, it would look like that. And I don't want that. So I'm going to have to get just a thicker one, like Dominique said. To be honest with you, I'm going to see if I can do these stars like this lighter pink. Maybe. Oh, maybe it's the same on there. Looks the same. Impress Art must be paying for advertising because they keep popping up on my for you Facebook crap or whatever. They just keep coming in. They're just like, oh, did you need some Impress Art? Eventually I was like, you know, I think I do. I think I do. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. And I need a hole puncher. Hole puncher not included. And I need a Charmy. And I need a bracelet bender and a jumper. dun. I know you had mentioned that. Yeah. It becomes an addiction for sure. Yeah. Well, this makes it significantly easier. I will not lie to you. In past prior doings, I got quite frustrated, but this was not frustrating. It was actually quite fun. I'm just over here in here looking for a little charm of some sorts. These ones are a little bit bigger than I would like. Most of these are already patina painted as well, so that's fun. Born to bead. Little dragonfly. Not mad at it. My nemesis. Here's a little owl. Here's an Ethiopian fire opal just rolling around in the charms for some unknown reason. That's not good. Where there's one, there's two. That goes in here. Do y'all remember this? I gotta find that other one and put that in there so I don't be being crazy. I'll put that there for now. Oh, a little sparrow. A sparrow could be cute. Ooh, is he too big? No. Here's my other opal. All good questions. Here's a little spool of soft flex wire. I think. Ah, there he is. Another opal. These should not just be rolling around willy-nilly. These are like, they're like $20 a thing. And there should be another one of those sterling silver earring backs. We made those on when we were at the beat store. I don't know, some of you who were around probably remember that. I got some extra ones to take home. Look at this scarab. Okay, we're getting distracted. This one just says love. That's kind of cute. It's really small. I think I'm going to go with the little bird. I think that's cute. Don't let me get me. I am my own worst enemy. All right. I found my charm trays, the white ones with the covers. When my sister was here, well, we found some of them. So I was like, oh yeah, we got to get our charms out and get those sorted. So these are on the docket to be sorted. Then we need a jump ring. And then we're going to need some kind of little wipe to wipe this off with. And we'll be good to go. Let me use a sterling silver jump ring just because they're a little stronger. Oh, it's falling off. Off topic. I love the chakra pendants. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I got all kinds of, all my pendants are all over the dang place. At some point, we're gonna get it together. Right, now, this is aluminum, so I should be able to go through here the end with this, with the 2mm side, which is this one. Oh, I don't know, my jump ring's big enough for that. Well, I might have to switch to a circle. We shall see. We shall see. And we're in. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Take that back out. Do a little file on the other side here. I'll do a little bit of a file here. Oh, I just realized, I'm like, am I still muted? I'm not. I'm not going to file the front. Sure this fits there. If not, I might have to switch to a round. I think I'm gonna have to go with either a larger oval or a round. It's turning out great. Thank you. Not bad for not doing one for 7 years, huh? Pretty good out of 10. Well, I gotta say, it's mostly it's this jig thing. It is really good, especially if you're like me and you get impatient and can't do things straight and all that. It's the way to go. It's the way to go. Way to go. I gotta listen to the song after we're done. Okay, put that on there. La-di-da. I could have went with lava also, but this will be cute. It's a little bigger than I'd like, but you know me, more is more. What bird is it? It's a little sparrow. It's just a little sparrow that I had patina painted, or I'm sorry, alcohol inked at some other point in time in my life. And then we're just going to wipe this off. I'm going to get a little wipe. An alcohol wipe would be preferable. Let me look in the first aid kit. Just a little run-of-the-mill alcohol wipe. I might have to go again with the color. Getting in there with the Sharpies, I'm not gonna lie to you. Getting in there with the Sharpies is a little hard because you know you really got to get in there. I might have to go again, but you can see it. Now, when you put Sharpie is basically alcohol ink. When you put alcohol on alcohol ink, it is going to take it off. So, I might have to go a couple times with this, but I'll get it built up. Other people had suggested doing patina paints using the black ink that came along with, which is also good. I just wanted to use pink because it's a pink song. You know. Just take a couple of times here. Just really got to make sure you get it in the grooves by kind of like pushing it in there. And then we're going to bend it. And after we bend it, we'll be done. My daughter's name is Sparrow. Oh, really? Oh, hello. Where's my little ink? Just going to go over it the once with the alcohol. Go on here. Yeah. That's better. I just got a little wild with my alcohol pad because it had excess alcohol on it. That's pretty good out of 10. It's cute. All right, now, here we go. Just gotta make sure this is wiped up. Now, normally, I have one of the bracelet benders that's like the long, I'm gonna zoom out here. I have one of the bracelet benders that's like long metal one. I'm sure you've maybe seen them. Why is this not zooming? There we go. But I'm going to use the one that's in the kit because, first of all, I don't know where that one's at. And this is the one they've provided, okay? So I'm going to go in the middle where I feel like the middle is. Which is right here. And I'm going to just bend like this. Lily's barking. Somebody must be here. Oh, maybe it's Jeff switching out his vehicle. That could be. That could be part of it. And so all I'm doing is I'm just squeezing this. That's it. Like a regular old plier. But I'm going back and forth to kind of make sure we're getting this round shape. It has these silicone hoobies on the bottom, so you're not scratching up your bracelet. You know. And you can make it as round or not as round as you like. And then once you get done, you can kind of stretch it out. Whenever I put these on anyways, I always get them on my wrist and then push them down how I like to wear them on my wrist. So it don't really matter to me too much. But there we go. Don't let me get me with my little sparrow. I could even put a bead. I should probably put a bead. I have two little. You could do one on the other side if you want. Gorgeous. Yeah. So there we go. Some people like these to be a little more like, you can push in here and they can be like a little more flat. It really depends on how you like to wear your bracelet, and it's very easily movable, so you can take them off. Whenever I put on a cuff, I put it on, I squish it down. It's just what I always do. Because I do wear a lot of cuffs, actually. I don't wear a lot of cuffs that have sayings on them. The only one that I have that has a saying on it, really. Did my bird just fall off? What the heck, birdie? Get your life together here. The only one that I do have that has a bird on, or that has a saying on it, it says, "Do no harm, but take no shit." Oh. My bird fell off. I didn't close the jump ring up again. That'll teach us about a round jump ring. Oh, there it went. I might switch to an oval, a larger oval. I knew when I put that one on, I was like, this doesn't feel like a stainless steel jump ring. It's not. It's not. That's fine. We'll just put on a bigger one. Because we can, because we just sold them last week. A charm through the top might be cute. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of things we could do with this, and we probably will. I mean, honestly, if we're having a resurgence, buckle up. You know, when I get into something. When I get into something, I'm in it, you know. There we go. I'm going to use this 10mm oval in stainless steel. So we ain't got to have no problems. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, the only other one that I have, it says, "Do no harm, but take no shit." And I ordered that online. I didn't make it. I had that one when I was counseling. I used to wear that all the time because I thought it was funny. I don't know where it is now. It's probably in my basket. But anyways, yeah, you're right. The sparrow went flying. For sure. I have to fix this again because now my wires are weird. So yeah, I think that for 55 buckaroonies, you wouldn't even have to do the whole kit. This little thing I think is the most important, and it's $25. So yeah, I would say that's really helping. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is make sure you get the appropriate size blanks in 1/4 and 3/4 inches, as what I think they said, or 3/8. What did they say? I'm gonna have to hold on to that, because I'll be like, oh, it'll work. 1/4 and 3/8. I think that's important. But yeah, super cute. I'm happy about it. Yeah, I do have a whole tote of stamping stuff that I have to unpack. I saw it in the room. But I was going to say, like, you can even put a hole in the top and wrap a charm, or do, you can do filigree to, like, nail things into the top of your bracelets. Like, there's, like, a lot of things that could be done. Wear a wrap on the bracelet, do all the things. If you have one of these guys, we're in it to win it. This is the manual hole punch. If you don't have one, I think we have some on our website. They're like $12 or something. I would suggest having this one over the plier. There's a plier, and if you're using aluminum, that's probably fine, but if you stumble into some harder metals, it'll break your plier. They like the plier because the pliers can come out this long, and so you can really, like, if you had a pendant or something, you could really get down there and be getting into the grooves or whatever. But they can be kind of flimsy, them guys. Just saying. So yeah, I gotta give it to Impress Art. They're impressing me. And they got all kinds of other kits and things. And videos. I'm excited. I think I asked you, but you might have missed it. Do you have a referral link to order this from them? I don't, Terry. I put a link in the description, but it's not a referral link or anything. It's just because I wanted to. Unless I have, maybe you do get, like, stuff when you sign up. I'll look. Just your regular run-of-the-mill customer, like 10% off or something. I'll look. Dun, dun, dun. I gotta scooch over. Oh! I gotta scooch over. I'd hate for you to miss out. Yeah. That's true. I never thought about that, I guess. Let me log into my account and maybe it'll give me, like, rewards. Sometimes they do that. Okay, let's see. The reward center. Well, I guess that here's what they're telling me about rewards. I guess they have rewards. So you earn points. You get points by spending money. If you leave a review, if you add a photo, sometimes they have, like, a sharing link. But I don't see that. Add a video in review. Oh, I can do that because I added a video. Yeah, I guess they don't have just, like, rewards are for you and that you can get free stamps. Yeah, I don't see, like, a sharing link, to be honest with you. So, I guess I just got to do, it's just based on how much money I spend. Apparently, it looks like I have $10 in points right now. And you can get designer stamps. Yeah, it looks like they got all kinds of stuff on here. Yeah. Well, thanks for asking. I appreciate it if you were going to order, but I guess I don't have that. That's okay. But I did put a link in the description if you wanted to head over there and check it out. They do have, I would sign up for email because I think when you sign up for email, they give you like better deals on the bundle. Because mine, now it's saying 70. Mine was only 55. So. You don't have any more of those on the website, Randy. Oh, dang. Okay, I'll put them on the list for reorder from Taylor's Falls. I did talk to Amber this morning. She said, Diane just sent her a whole bunch of pictures from Tucson. And she was saying how it looks like it's going to be a lovely time whenever they get back. Because they're in Tucson right now. Diane and Jeff from the Beat Store. So she's been reorganizing the store and all that. So I was thinking, oh, I better get my order in before they get back and do the thing. It looks like they do have an affiliate program, so it might be worth checking out. Oh, well, I'll take a look at that. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to bounce off here. I hope y'all had a lovely, spectacular morning. Sorry I am 20 minutes late, but, I mean, totally worth it. I am going to work on my orders today and doing some more organizing and doing dishes. My dishes, all my dishes are dirty and my dishwasher doesn't work. So here we are. It's my plan for the day. I hope you guys have a lovely day and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye guys.